Residents on Alsabo Point Road in Baldwin Township are facing rising water levels. WBKB's Kent Davis has the story.
I'm standing here in one of the many marshes of the Asabo Dunes subdivision in Baldwin Township. According to residents on the neighboring Asabo Point Road, this marsh is actually part of a 6 decades old canal that now endangers their properties. Asabo Point Road residents say Spencer Lake used to drain into Lake Huron through a canal dug in the 1950s. Now the canal's obstructed with natural debris, and they believe the lake's water table is rising. According to resident Ben Terrell, the water has backed up septic systems for many residents, making everyday activities difficult.
People are having trouble just trying to flush the toilet, take a shower, wash the dishes, because there's no room left in the septic tank.
Floods and septic backups now regularly happen on Terrell's land, attracting pests and killing trees. Locals say the road has flooded several times, sinkholes keep forming, and some fire hydrants are almost underwater. Another resident, Deborah White, saw her cottage ruined during May's heavy rain.
Last May, we had a flood in our cottage. We had like 4 to 6 inches of standing water in our cottage, and we had to pretty much gut it.
The Whites say they can't start on repairs because water keeps getting into the house. Resident Carmen Nacello sums up the community's general mood.
We are feeling left out here with no support, and when we voice our concerns, we get nothing in return.
Terrell and the other Asabo Point residents say they've reached out as high as the governor's office and still have not received a response. In Baldwin Township, Kent Davis, WBKB News.
Thanks, Kent, and be sure to tune in tomorrow to hear from an archaeologist who specializes in the Great Lakes. Last night, we covered the flooding on Asabo Point Road in Baldwin Township. Tonight, we hear a possible explanation. Asabo Point Road residents say a blocked canal between Spencer Lake and Lake Huron is to blame for the rising water level. One of their neighbors has a different opinion. John O'Shea is the president of the Homeowners Association for Asabo Dunes and a professor of archaeology at the University of Michigan. O'Shea says the Spencer Lake water table depends on Hurons, and the county possibly dug the canal without that knowledge.
I suspect people then had the same idea that the people up at Point Road had recently, that somehow you could drain those back swamps. But since the water table is controlled by Lake Huron, it doesn't really help it. And I'm guessing that's what they found in 1952 and why no effort was made to maintain it.
In a letter responding to the Asabo Point residents, he says a solution to the high water won't be found in Spencer Lake. O'Shea says that's because Spencer Lake's water level depends on Lake Huron's, which has been rising as part of a natural cycle. Asabo Point Road residents say the canal is one of the easements in Asabo Dunes and should be taken care of by the county or township.